swag of a prize fighter. The antithesis of a firefighter. Arsonist, I'm a fire rider. Instant flame like a firelighter. So special with shows, I live out my flows. Can't walk in my shoes, can't purchase my clothes. Ice in my veins, but I never froze. Picture perfect, but I never pose. As a juvenile, I knew I bounced back. Got rated, had a plan to get my ounce back. Use cheese as bait, that's a mousetrap. Let me to the right person to pounce at. They selling dreams, I'm pulling receipts. Full force, we can't be beat. Got a dirty mouth, but the flow so neat. Keep your 2 cents, talk is cheap.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Jared, the real big baby Anderson, stops George Arias. Basically beat the boy, had him stumbling going into the corner, and then the referee and his trainer looked at him, gave him a hard look, and said, "This fight's over." I'm turning it over to you, Conspiracy G. What was your reaction to the fight?
I really wasn't impressed by this performance, and the reason why is because, for one, I don't think the performance that fight should have never happened. I don't think the George Arias, whatever his name is, Dominican dude, I don't think he prepares Big Baby for any of the top or any of the elite guys. Like anybody in the top 10, nobody fights like Arias. He kind of fights like an old school version of Mike Tyson minus the power and the speed, really. You know what I mean? So it's like, is this guy supposed to prepare Big Baby for anybody? And I just don't see it. So, like, yeah, it was cool that he beat the guy, but it was like, come on. It was like a no-brainer he was going to beat the guy. Like, pretty much it was just a guy, this Dominican dude that just was running around the ring, and Big Baby's just chasing after him, you know? So I was like, I guess this is just a stay busy fight, but it's not like it's going to prepare him for any of the big guys. So I was just like, but it was cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the card was nice. Like, but I just felt like, you know, Big Baby at this moment in time should be fighting better opposition, you know. And so, like, I guess they were I think, was it on Twitter or did they interview him and they asked him about him against like Anthony Joshua? I think I read it on Twitter, and he's saying like, yo, he's ready for Joshua now, which he probably is. However, I can't say you ready because you just beat George Arias. Like, come on, yo. Like, so to me, I would love to see like a Big Baby against like a Dubois right now or something, like somebody on that level, so I could kind of gauge if in fact he's ready for like the top 5, you know.
All right, TBE.
First off, put respect on Mike Tyson's name, yo, because you associated George Arias at all. You know, this is one of our greats. He's one of our champions. And no disrespect to George Arias. I don't like fighters in the heavyweight division. If you're getting punched, you at least punch back. Yeah, he was doing the mic, but he wasn't doing the mic. You feel me? So I don't pause, by the way. Pause. Big major pause.
On the mic.
Major pause. You know, he didn't look like Mike Tyson. He appeared, but he wasn't. And I feel like for heavyweights, it's like where this is where you can't be a punching bag. You gotta throw punches back. And George Arias didn't show any type of offense, and he paid for it. So I agree with G. Jared Anderson needs opponents that make him like better his game. You can't just run through tuna cans and expect. Well, if you run through tuna cans, all you're gonna get is tuna salad. So, but I need Jared Anderson to prove that he's ready to take on upper echelon athletes. Boxers. You've been in this sport for a while now, and I just want to see you go to the next level. I'm a fan of you, but do better, fight better opponents. Just don't let people manage your career where you just fighting guys who have nothing that like to offer you. And I don't want to bring up AJ. The thing about like about AJ, he takes on the best of the best, and even if he loses,
stop, bro. He fought Franklin. Stop it.
Franklin would be one of Wilder's best opponents.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
We're talking about Anderson right now. We're talking about Big Baby.
I'm just saying, no. Since you waving your hand at Franklin's better than Helenius.
I don't know that for sure. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think they'll have a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Just throwing it out there.
Right.
G want to talk crazy. Like at 23,
I'm talking crazy.
At 23, AJ was fighting the best of the best in the sport.
Yeah,
Or if not,
that was AJ back then.
stuff.
We talking about AJ now. Watch your mouth.
No, but I'm just saying, Jared Anderson. If
Yeah, man, AJ now couldn't knock out Hellenius.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He wouldn't be able to knock out. He wouldn't be able to knock out Hellenius, right?
Hellenius might knock out AJ. To be honest, you know what I'm saying. I don't know why you laughing.
You can say that with a straight face, G. Okay.
The hate is real, yo. You can see it right now, yo. Yeah, I'm just saying. At 23, AJ.
Listen. All jokes aside, listen. AJ's still elite. That's why I said, Big Baby. Yeah, I know you calling out AJ, but it's like, yo, bro, pump your brakes. You know what I mean? Like, I think he should go up against the likes of like Dubois or FA or somebody on that level to gauge what he really is before he goes to the big leagues. That's all. I agree with y'all. I'm just saying, let's not gas AJ right now. Like, come on, son. That's all I'm
not gassing
AJ.
I'm just saying, at 23 years old, AJ was facing the top of the top. And Jared Anderson, if you want to,
who's on top of the top at 23? Dillian.
The
top
Brazil, Charles Martin.
Again, those will be the best names on Big Baby's resume right now.
Yeah, they're none of the names. And Big Baby could fight these guys too, but you know,
George Arias, what are we talking about?
George Arias is just an Uber driver. That's all he is. To be real with you,
hey man,
just an Uber driver.
Hey man, listen, I'm not mad at that. I'm just saying. Yeah, it's just like I feel like y'all are gassing AJ's. Like,
I'm not gassing AJ. I'm just saying AJ went from what AJ took a shot at greatness. Yes, he ain't delivering what he wanted, but he took a shot at greatness. I'm just say Jared Anderson.
Yeah,
if you want to leave it great,
Big Baby. No, but we don't have to rush Big Baby. He's on his way. Like, I don't know. Yo, listen, AJ took the express route. Respect to AJ for doing that. You know what I mean? But the moment AJ got hurt, he ain't never been the same since. So maybe they should have slowed down AJ's career and worked on a couple of things before putting him in the huge spotlight. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying we don't want to make the same mistake like Eddie did with AJ. You know, like, yeah, the money is attractive and all, but you want to present a full fighter as a champion. You know, so Anderson is doing the right thing. I like what Bob's doing. It's just this George Arias, whatever, that wasn't no test. That wasn't bringing Anderson to the next level at all. If anything, it was just a stay busy fight, which was almost pointless at this stage of his career. That's all I'm saying.
All right, I respect that. But we still need the battle of the big babies, and the ESPN make that happen.
Yeah, so
Jared Anderson versus Big Baby Miller.
No, you know what? I agree with you, Ned. That'd be a good fight. You know what I mean? I would love to see that too. The Big Baby.
That would be like a test for him, really. Like if he'd probably walk through Big Baby Miller, but that'd be like a name in a fight like people would want to see.
That would be an interesting fight. Listen, man. What he did, like you said, G, wasn't really impressive to me, only because the caliber of opponent. I feel like he should have done that to him. He called out Anthony Joshua. I like that. I like when fighters want to fight the best. Is he ready for Anthony Joshua? I don't necessarily think so. But again, offensively, he's ready. But my thing is when Anthony Joshua returns fire, can he take that? That's the question mark. Offensively, I think he can give Anthony Joshua some trouble. But again, is he prepared for that type of fight? I don't know. So I do agree with you that he needs more. He's not ready for the top guys yet. Even say Deontay Wilder, I don't think he's ready for Deontay. I think he can give Deontay.
You know what I'm saying?
He can give Deontay Wilder problems offensively, but again, Deontay Wilder put that right hand on him. You know, I there's still some question marks there.
And another thing too, these guys are taller than him. Like Big Baby's like 6'4". These guys are like 6'5", 6'6". So, you know, like I don't know. It's like we're always seeing him fight like guys like either his size or smaller. I want to see him actually fight a guy bigger than him. You know, that's why I think like the FA fight would be good. You know what I mean? Or even a King Kong at this point.
Nah, I got
you know what I mean?
FA, nah.
Now I'm just saying, just to see how he compares to.
Bro, FA is not gonna help. Listen, here's what he needs. He's past the stage of beating up on punching bags. To me, he reminds me of where Edgar Berlanga was a few years ago when he was just beating dudes and collecting knockouts. Yeah. I'm past seeing him in the ring with dudes he's gonna knock out, and we know he has a high probability of knocking out. I want to see him in the ring with guys who are gonna fight back. He has to earn the knockout. So I have a list of guys who I think he could fight, and it will help him become better and improve his resume. I got Dominique Trouble Brazil on that list. What? What's wrong with Trouble?
Yo, he's done, bro. When was the last time he fought? That dude.
I feel you, but
put Molina on the list. You know
Eric Molina is on my list. Eric Molina is on my list because Molina fought back his last fight. Gee, you watched his last fight.
Yo, we watched that fight, and it was a shame. It was a disgrace.
Molina was fighting back. Gee, don't front. Molina was
his last fight. That was trash.
Let me just ask you this question, and we can just leave it at that. Do you think Dominique Brazil could do a better job than Arias did last night?
Yes. Yeah,
okay. Do you think Eric Molina could do a better job than Arias did last night?
Nah.
Can we at least admit that Molina's right hand still got some sting on it?
Maybe, but Molina is gunshot. Like he's not the same, bro. He's not this. You know what?
Well, maybe go.
You know what? I will rock with you with Brazil almost. I still think Brazil's going to get violated, but I could rock.
Here's my thought process with Brazil. Brazil has a decent right hand that if he lands, you get to test Big Baby's chin, but it's not like super fast. It's not like Deontay Wilder's right hand, but it's enough to see like, can he take a solid, sturdy right hand from a powerful heavyweight? But I don't think Brazil would beat him. Like step up. Brazil has a weapon he has to worry about. It's the same with Molina. I think Molina has a really good right hand when he lets it go. So, like, if Molina is able to hit him with a right hand or, get him looking, whatever. So that's my thought. My thought process is they're better than George Arias. They'll give him something to worry about, but I still think he'd beat him. Because remember, I'm not trying to get him sparked out. I'm trying to build him up, right? Here's the more riskier fights now that I think he could take.
Hopefully you're going to say the name I'm thinking.
Derek Chisora.
No, man, I care about that fight.
But I think it's a good step-up fight for him.
Step up.
Derek Ward Chisora.
I think he's.
Why not beat the gatekeeper that everyone else had to beat?
Because it'd be like this George Arias guy. It's like, it's like.
So what? Fury just fought freaking Derek Chisora. So why can't? So why can't Big Baby?
Now you see, all right. You know who he should fight? That Fury fought. Otto Wallin. That's who he should.
See, that's too much of a step up.
It's a great preparation for the top dogs.
That's too much of a step up. All right, I got another one. Chris Arreola.
Yo, I like that. You know what I mean? Because at least Chris Arreola has more fight than Molina.
I said, listen, I gave the easier ones. I'm in the intermediate right now. Okay. This one, I don't know if it's intermediate or hard. Now I'm getting into the harder fights, the riskier fights. But I'm gonna say Dillian White.
I guess
I think
it's a good fight. It's a good experience for Big Baby because
I think Dillian White's punchy. I think exactly. If Dillian White gets him, if he hits Dillian White, I think he can get him out.
Even if Dillian White connects on a punch, I don't think he'll knock out Anderson. So I think
exactly. I think he's a good test to see because it's like, can you take punishment from a guy who can pop? But also, can you get him out of there? So I think Dillian White's a good fight. All right. Here's my next fight. Jermaine Franklin. Big Baby versus
You know what? Only reason why I say just to compare how he would do against Franklin to compare him against AJ.
That's my point. Franklin just had a fight with Dillian White. He just had a fight with Anthony Joshua. So now you give him Big Baby the chance to fight Jermaine Franklin, and let's see if he can win. He puts himself in a discussion with these guys. All right, Michael Hunter.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. That'd be real good. But the only thing is, Michael Hunter's smaller, so it's like
It's fine. This is about Michael Hunter just giving him a little. Michael Hunter will do better than Arias did. It's about giving him the step up. In my last fight for him, actually this should have been with Dominique Brazil and Eric Molina. Charles Martin.
Yo, honestly, Charles Martin ain't that bad. He's bad, but he ain't as bad
That's
as.
my point. These are some good names for him. I think would be a step up. And here's the thing: if you see him in the ring with any of these guys next, they stole it from me. That's all. the matchmaker. So yeah, I
bet you, man, Anderson could probably beat Joseph Parker right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just throwing it out there.
Oh yeah, JP. You know what? That's another one. Put him on the list.
Yeah, you know, Spider-Man, he done for in these streets. He want to be
Joseph Parker. That's another good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another good step up fight for him. Right? Exactly. And he's already been tenderized by Joe Joyce.
Black, yo, man, yo, if George Joyce has the mandatory, right, for
WBA, I think.
Oh, okay. Yo, ain't Big Baby one of the
WBO? He has the mandatory for WBO.
So which one is for Big Baby? Big Baby's like, because I know that they said something like
WBC. WBC.
So what does that mean? What's that? He's ranked number 2 or 3?
I don't know what it means.
Oh damn, man.
WBC though.
Yeah, all right.
Well,
we'll make him good food. You know what I'm saying?
So, thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, you can listen to our podcast on all major streaming services. We are the Boxing Bros.